regular season right now, the 2015-2016 season. It's the first week. Things we gotta talk about. Listen, Steph Curry. That's the first person I gotta talk about. This man right now he's letting everybody know. Listen, last year wasn't a fluke season. He's setting the pace. Scoring and everything that has been done since Michael Jordan. So Steph Curry right now is the real deal. I always tell people he's one of the best players in the NBA. And right now, the Warriors is on a hot start, and it's because of Steph Curry right now. He's just hitting a lot of shots and a lot of threes. Second, I got to talk about Kobe Bryant. Now, he criticized himself saying he was the 200th worst player in the league. He goes a little. Kobe always knew him for to be a little over the top a lot, especially when he criticizes someone or himself. So, but I mean, his struggles come in, his age and nutrition, just immense physical wear down. You know, he hasn't played much in the past two seasons, and what I told people, I said, listen, he's Jordan on the Washington Wizards. I think for Kobe Bryant to be more effective, I think he needs to post up. I think he needs to post up on isolations, or he should be a spot up shooter and let D'Angelo Russell, let D'Angelo Russell, Randall, and Jordan Clarkson work for the bulk of the offense, especially when it's just coming, pick and rolls and things like that. Because him having the ball, holding it, is really, affects the flow of the offense. You know. Also, congratulations to LeBron James. He hit 25,000 points. He's the youngest to do it. I got a feeling he may break the all-time record, barring any significant injury, held by Kareem at 39,000. But I think LeBron James right now at this point in his career, he's not thinking about scoring 27, 28 points a game anymore. I think he's going to be, probably for the next few seasons, you're going to see him around 22, 23, because I think he's going to be taking a step back for guys like Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving, like he said, because and he has played a lot of NBA basketball. 5 NBA finals, 5. It's too many. It's too much basketball. Because by the time you gotta think about it. By the time he gets 2 months off, barring any Olympic commitment, then he has to train, which probably starts in August. So it's just a lot. There's a lot of wear and tear. But I think he sees it. He's gonna just coast. I think in the regular season, not too much. Not playing too much. Oh, can also, off topic. Congratulations to Kansas City Royals winning the World Series, the first time they won in 30-something years, beating the New York Mets. I'm not a Mets fan now. I'm not a Kansas City Royals fan. This is something I got to talk about. I was watching a little bit of the series, and I felt they was just the Mets was overmatched. People wanted them to win, but I think it was just overmatched. Okay. Also, I gotta talk about Tim Bulls on a hot start of the season. After the death of Flip Saunders, R.I.P. Flip Saunders, he was a great coach, a great teacher, and I have to pay my respects to him and Flip Saunders and his family, and the Tim Bulls organization, also other organizations he coached for, in Detroit and things like that, and Washington. Going off topic again, is I'm a 49ers fan. I am a 49ers fan. A diehard 49ers fan. Has been a 49ers fan for over 20-some plus years. And they're going to bench Colin Kaepernick for Blaine Gabbert. That's a joke. That's a joke. You're benching Colin Kaepernick for Blaine Gabbert. Seriously, this is just ridiculous. But I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. The 49ers right now isn't doing anything with Colin Kaepernick. I think the offensive line is terrible. It's not the same as it was 2 seasons ago. the defense, we had the 49ers had the worst offseason probably in the history of pro football. Just terrible. Just people retiring, leaving. It was just. But what I see probably they're doing right now is just gonna start Blaine Gabbert and just gonna probably shut down the season and just do evaluations and rebuild because Kaepernick does have a long-term contract, even though the 49ers do have an out. But I doubt it they're gonna use that out right now. So, I also got issues with coaching and everything, but I'm not even going to go to that. And also, they traded Vernon Davis to the Broncos. It's my man Vernon. He's been there for a long time. I'm happy to see that he goes to a contender. I hope that he could, extend his career and, play for the contender. It was a good thing and impressive, what he did for the 49ers. And I just say that, time has ran his ship, so it's time for him to go. Also, congratulations to Tim Duncan. He got the most wins out of any player with one franchise in the history of basketball. He's the consummate professional. He had his options 2 times to leave San Antonio, but never done. He just stayed there and just always believed year in and year out of what Popovich and Buford and the guys in management is always put around him, and he's just confident professional. Oh, also talking about I just watched this show Empire about Hakeem's kidnapping and Cookie with the guy, and it's just it's a good show. I mean, this episode was just very revealing at the end with Cookie. But I always tell people, I say, listen, guess who else is going to be on the next episode? You're gonna find you might see Tyrese or Michael Eagley, and then you got all Cookie's love interest. You got all Taraji P Henson's love interests on one show. Also got to talk about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. His comments about Michael Jordan choosing commerce over conscience. Now, people always talk about Michael Jordan, especially about him not being too much in touch with the black community and his price on his sneakers and people dying off his sneakers. The comment he made years ago saying Republicans and people buy my sneakers too. Like I says, Kareem, he's very opinionated. He retracted the statement, said that he did not mean anything like that, but we know with these players, it's no difference for Jim Brown and a lot of people's always talked about with Michael Jordan. Like I said, Michael Jordan, he grew up a little different, and I know he experienced racism and things like that, seeing it because he's from that area in the South. But I think Michael Jordan, he's the type of person he looks past. I'm not saying he looks past it, but Michael Jordan knows is there, but Michael Jordan is about business. I think about his business, his brand, and what he's doing. He's not very vocal and a big advocate out there, on the front lines or doing these things about social things that's dealing with the country and things like that. So I think Jordan is that's him. That's his personality. People say the same thing about Kobe Bryant and LeBron James. And listen, these people, they don't have to. They feel they don't need to do that. Now, if other people, want to talk about that, that's them. But my stance on it. Listen, you're your own man. Whatever makes you feel comfortable, you feel like doing, then that's it. Also, I gotta talk about my man Magic Johnson, one of the greatest players of all time. I think his gripes on the Lakers, saying the Lakers is gonna have a long season, that is true. The Lakers is gonna have a extreme long season. After going to the game last night at the Barclays Center, I was just watching it. I mean, I felt it's a close game, but the Nets is a terrible team, and just seeing how they play, see the style they play. I've seen all their games, and I'm just like, I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. You normally need at least two or three horses to get you to a respectable record in the Western Conference. At least two horses. I always say horses meaning 20 points, 20 to 30 points a game. The horses impact the game every single aspect of the game. And it's always clearly that, unless they just have a big collapse as a team, they're always in the game or they always have their imprint on the game. Super star players and that. But the Lakers don't have it. D'Angelo